Здравствуйте. С вами Грязный Пипк. Посмотрим квестик. Реверзион. Глава 3. Возвращение. Но что-то мне уже не нравится, потому что разрешение 1000, я так понимаю, 200 на 720. Короче, 720p. Настройки только такие. Но есть тут прикол.
Hola, sí, sí, hola, sí.
То есть Оля Сиси. Сы Оля. Ладно, давайте посмотрим.
On Reversion. Christian wakes up at Gadahan Hospital and can't remember anything. He is carrying half a photograph of a person he can't recognize. The doctor tells him it is the year 2035 and that the city of Buenos Aires has been taken over by a paramilitary group that is keeping them hostage. There, he meets Victoria, another patient and prisoner, and together they think up an escape plan. Once outside the hospital, Victoria tells him that she is part of the resistance and suggests he should contact Pablo, someone who might help him ID the man in the photo. When he meets Pablo, Christian learns that the resistance wants the government to bring back order, and for that, they need information from a mole with whom they have lost contact. Christian looks for the mole, but only finds his body and his ID. Following this lead, he gets to the right address to check out the place, and to his surprise, he finds the other half of the photo of himself dressed as a scientist. So he goes back to Pablo's hideout to look for answers, but he has been kidnapped by the paramilitary group. However, he has left an important tip. He must go to the School of Engineering. There, he figures out the path to one of the secret bases of the Resistance, where he finds Victoria, as well as the man in the photo, but he is several years older. Reversion, Chapter 3, The Return.
You're the professor in the photo.
Christian, it's been so long. Gosh, I'm glad to see you. Welcome.
Christian? Me? You?
Victoria told me you lost your memory. I'm Nicholas. I was your teacher at college and we worked as colleagues.
I'm sorry, but everything's a blur.
I see. What counts is that now you are safe.
I appreciate your worries, but I'm here for answers.
Where do I begin?
For example, tell me, have I really traveled through time?
It's a long story. Our teleportation machine failed and opened a space-time hole which sucked us in.
So, am I really a scientist? Did I make a teleportation machine?
One step at a time. I'd better tell you everything from scratch. Let me know when you're ready to listen.
At least this time they don't disappear and leave me with no answers.
Управление. Ну, короче, игрушка, писец, конечно. Для мобильника, что ли? Херня.
I don't think that'll be of any use.
Это забрать нельзя, что ли? Писец.
I can't use those things together.
Игрушка в стиле 2000-х, 90-х. Типа, point-клик, тыкаешь там куда-нибудь. В принципе, это хорошо. Ну, графика, конечно, такая. Естественно, проходить-то я ее не буду. Я ж тупой, чё. Это слишком сложно. Я какую-нибудь херню где пострелять, поубивать. Пока чуть-чуть. Типа пока куда тыкнуть можно. А, правой кнопкой это инвентарь мы. Типа берешь, куда-нибудь наводишь.
Photo! I remember the moment as it had been yesterday. We got it taken before I went to Innovate. Since everything came out well, we decided to cut it in half and keep a part. How come you have the whole?
I've always had the part you're in. Thanks to it, Victoria. The other part was in a Esteban safe at
Right. Esteban had told me this little thing's filled. Thank you for.
Паспорт, чертеж, штатив. Че он за ТПшка стоит? Работаешь? Ой. А
This is
сейчас
useless.
это бесполезно. А это точно баба? Не верю.
I don't think that'll be of any use.
Ну тогда заточка в печь.
That's not gonna help at all.
Ай, скукотень. Доска.
I can't use those things together.
Понятно. Он бы говорил что-нибудь, когда бы пришло. Типа 2 раза.
It's Nicholas's computer.
О.
I better not touch it.
Хватай.
I don't want Nicholas to get mad at me. It's full of garbage. There's nothing useful there.
Блин. Сети не то. Вот тут чем-нибудь укради.
I don't want to take any of this. It's Nicholas.
Скотина.
I'd better not turn it on. They haven't made it work yet. I don't need a fire extinguisher.
А давай бабу пощупаем. Нельзя.
Hello?
What's up?
I have the intel files I found in a stable.
Perfect. I never thought I wouldn't.
Sorry,
No problem.
Нафиг эти диалоги.
Together, I'm in.
Esteban had told me, and he was really. You should show it to him.
Я уже показал.
How many more?
Not much more than what Pablo, when Nicolas. But Sergio's forces hunt
Now there's.
every person.
Thank you. Took a risk.
You're welcome. When Nicolas, he was most of us.
That sounds.
The lives of what matters is that Nicolas.
Of course. You can count on. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Но предыдущие части я не играл. Я вообще не
If I
понимаю,
touch
что
any of
творится.
Nicholas will want.
Да сам Николасом он в харю ему дает. Мародерь сколько лезет. А если то и стул хоть украсть.
It's not the time to sit. These formulas, or it might be my mind playing tricks on me with fake.
Да.
Before going, I need to understand better what's going on.
Типа потрындеть с этим.
Professor,
Yes.
I'm ready to listen.
Ready to listen? Listen to what?
You told me to.
Time travel must affect. Anyway, since.
I might have lost my memory, but the professor looks quite confused.
Судя по выражению твоего лица, ты
Really gonna get
такой
some answers.
родился. Потерянный. Ой, мультик.
Everything started in Innovate, a science and
Блин.
technology fair to shape the future, where I presented my lifelong project, the teleportation machine, which of course needed financing to come true. During my research, my colleagues treated me like a crazy dreamer, so it was rewarding when the first person interested in the machine showed. It turned out to be some Sergio, an unscrupulous businessman. Should I agree to work with someone like that? I didn't know if it was the right thing to do, but the opportunity was unique. So I tried to convince him of the benefits we'd get. Finally, a few weeks later, I decided to sign. That contract was the beginning of it all.
Жопу нарисовал, что
Several
ли?
months of hard work followed, but your presence plus Victoria and Florencia made all that work bearable. Finally, the day for the machine startup arrived. Everything looked right. but something failed. The machine opened up a hole that sucked me in. Christian, that hole turned out to be a time hole. Suddenly, I was in a destroyed Buenos Aires. I found little Victoria, who had grown up. She helped me figure it out. Sergio had taken advantage of the destruction wave. In the following chaos to overtake the city helped by a paramilitary group. Buenos Aires was isolated from the rest of the country under Sergio's dictatorship. Since then, we have organized a resistance together as a way to redeem myself for the great damage that my invention had caused. But I soon understood that stopping Sergio would not be an easy task. And to do that, many would have to continue suffering.
Now I understand why every time I hear the names, I get sick to my
There are many things in this lab back from... If you want to, I'm sure that'll help you
Thanks a lot.
Короче, смысл такой. Этот был бомжом, что-то придумал. Пошел к олигарху, олигарх дал ему денег. Тот сделал, накосячил, что-то взорвалось. Олигарх гад стал. Типичная история для девочек. По идее, гад вот стоит. Ну, как я вижу. А грязный Пипк не положен. Задолбали своими диалогами. Прям хлебом не корми.
Hello. What's up?
Я уж все вроде потыкал. Короче, конченая игра.
Though I was a little girl, I always remembered Nicholas. The fame he got after signing the contract with Sergio never distanced him from his research. His enthusiasm and commitment allowed him to
Неужели это нельзя было в начале игры показать быстро и все?
He looked very happy.
Короче, хронометраж надо растянуть игры.
But the machine failed. And many things happened that day.
В общем, сюжет конченый. Блин, даже мультики одни и те же.
The expansive wave pulled down half the buildings in the city of Buenos Aires. Sergio grasped the chance and overtook the city, helped by a paramilitary group. He took over the Casa Rosada. And so, his dictatorship started.
Рожу у них, конечно, страшно. Спасибо, иди нахер. Да задолбал. Ты конченый, я тебе серьезно говорю, ты к врачу сходи. Нахер тебе это знать?
Hello. What's up?
So
don't worry. Though I always remember this time when Nicholas arrived.
Thank you. Took a risk.
Да я уж все натыкал.
He was sure most of
That sounds hard.
the lives of all of what matters.
Of course.
Серьезно, ну это же неинтересно. Нахрена такие игры? Неужели разработчики не видят, что они за говно наделали? Все такое скучное.
Professor.
Yes.
Блин.
How come?
Sergio wanted and but the machine was affecting non obviously.
Они все видят прекрасно, разработчики.
I designed what?
Разработчики.
Yes. That made you realized about the you pulled us.
Рассчитано денег срубить. Я даже читать не буду, извините. Херня такая. По начальным мультикам мы все поняли. Нахер это одно и то же все. Наверное, пока не поговоришь, хрен дальше пойдет. Может, это игра для 12-летних девочек? Тогда я снимаю с себя полномочия. Да, расскажите всю историю. Нет уж. Иди нахер, профессор. Пойдем в ведре мусора.
There's nothing useful. Before going, I need to understand better what's going on.
Это писец какой-то. Чё тут? О. Короче, нам этот хрен нужно с ним говорить. Это писец.
Professor,
Yes.
who's that?
Where did you hear that?
You mentioned her.
It's really not that
Грёбаный скрипт.
intent with to
Did you have any?
at some point, but I never Christian. I have.
Да. Ну все, что нет.
What's the?
The problem, of course. I've been trying the ones which allows them as you should shake. That's as far.
Let's see if.
Да.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But before going, I need to understand better what's going on.
Чё опять? Писец. Ну, короче, это для мобильников хрень, короче. Чё он рукой-то помахал? Я не понял, куда.
Nicholas told me to look at these formulas. Sustain, teleport. I'm remembering. Nicholas was blocked. I worked a lot to get a formula to create, and when we tested the machine.
А, не, опять.
I'm remembering it clearly. I'd never been so frightened in my life.
Christian, the machine is totally unstable. I don't think I can hold much longer. A singularity is on the making.
That means that the pulse stabilizer failed.
Never mind. We gotta turn it off. It's accumulating too much energy. And if the singularity closes in an unstable way, the accumulated energy will create an expansive wave.
At the time, I thought it was my fault. Sergio is the one responsible for all this.
Ну и что? Что происходит?
It would be awesome to stretch my arm like Mr. Fett, but for now... I didn't know I looked so handsome. We gotta try to turn it off, but I don't know.
Какая дичь, товарищ. Ай, подсказку давай. Я даже не хочу это разбираться, потому что, ну, это
It would
дерьмо.
be awesome to, but for now...
Это прошлый век.
Professor!
Yes.
Да давай полялякаем. Пиздец.
Yes.
We'll think of some... Could you...
Christian, I am, but check whether.
The board is...
Well, you could have.
What a temp...
У меня палец уже устал тыкать, честно. Не, ну нахер. У меня уж, конечно, извините, но это писец. Это говно то еще. Я не знаю, кому такой квест понравится. Из 90-х. Ладно. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, комментируйте. Кому понравилась игра, качайте, играйте. Ну, блин, не знаю. Где такие упоротые найдутся. С вами был Грязный Пипк. Пока.
Ой. Скотина тупая. Я тебя больше не знаю.